What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the End to End podcast. This is a new series we're starting called The Main Event. We're going to be covering the big games throughout Europe throughout the season. The first episode, we're going to be covering the game between Napoli and Man City tomorrow at the Etihad. I'm joined by Amin, Manchester City fan, and Alert, Napoli fan. Welcome to the podcast, boys. How you guys doing today?
Sup, boys?
I'm
What you
good, thanks.
saying?
Good. I appreciate you guys for coming up. So we're gonna get into it real quick, but before we do the starting 11, I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions about your team, how you guys are doing this season, and your expectations for the game. So let's start with Alert. Napoli,
Mm.
you guys just had a big signing, Kevin De Bruyne. How is he doing this season?
Hey, there's no there. I can't complain. He scored like what 2 goals in 3 games. He got an assist
Yeah,
on Saturday. He's definitely had an impact. I mean, a player like De Bruyne in the Serie A, even though he's 34 years old, he's gonna cook. And you saw Antonio Conte. He changed the shape. He changed the formation just to fit him in that lineup. So I think he started very well.
yeah, me too. I think especially the league he's in, it's slower paced than the Premier League. I'm not gonna say it's worse than the Premier. I don't think it's worse. I just think it's different. I think it
Yeah.
fits his play style, in my opinion. I think it fits his play style. As he's getting older, I think he's gonna be able to shine there. I have another question about Antonio Conte, your manager. So a
Mm.
lot of people are saying they're doubting Napoli because of Antonio Conte's track record in the UCL. What do you think about that? Do you think this is the first season, like his breakthrough season in the UCL? What do you think about that?
Bro, it annoys me so much when they bring up that same stat because there's more to that. So he's only been in the Champions League, I think, 6 or 7 times,
Yeah.
and the clubs that he does go to and he does manage. So with Inter Milan, the first season he was in the Europa League, not the Champions League. The first season with Napoli, he was in no European football, so he was
Yeah,
in.
facts, facts.
Same thing with Chelsea. Chelsea, no European football. He always goes to clubs that have not done well the season before.
Yeah,
With Chelsea, I remember in 2015, he won the league. He asked for squad depth. They got rid of Costa because he obviously had an argument with them, and they gave him Morata. It don't add up to me. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't.
I
They didn't
agree.
get. They didn't get him a right wing back. Victor Moses, who he had playing like prime Cafu, got injured. No right wing back anymore. So it's also him not getting backed. And I think the change of from the group phase to the league phase will help him a lot. I think Conte is a serial winner when it comes to league.
Yeah,
And I think having like a mini competition, a mini sort of league where you don't need to play a team more than once, you don't need to study these teams much. Just
yeah,
play your best 11 on that day, and go to any stadium and play with head up.
yeah.
Simple.
I agree. I think you raised great points, especially about the league format. I think that will help him a lot this season, and I think you guys could genuinely make a deep run in the UCL. And bro, you never know if you get to the semifinal, the final, you could win. It's genuinely not impossible, in my opinion, bro. It's
I don't
genuinely
think it
not.
is. Obviously, we keep our feet down a little bit, but
Yeah,
I think even the football that we're playing, I think is much more Europe. It screams Europe a
yeah.
little bit
I
more.
agree. I agree.
It's a
Yeah,
bit more dynamic this season,
yeah.
and I think it can work. I think we're gonna upset a lot of people tomorrow. There you go. I said it there.
I genuinely, I said it. I think Napoli might win this game. If I were to put money on this game, I would put it on Napoli. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I said this. So, Amin, let me ask you a couple questions. Man
Go
City,
on.
it's been a up and down season for you guys. I feel like you guys had high hopes for the league. I still think you guys could win the league. I don't think it's out of reach. What are your thoughts on the Premier League? Do you think you could still make a run for the Prem, or do you think the dream is over?
Well, it's been a not the best starts. Obviously, 2 wins, 2 losses out of four. I don't think we're completely out of the title race, as you said. But at this point, you see what Liverpool and Arsenal are doing, right? Liverpool perfect 4 out of 4. Arsenal obviously they lost for Liverpool, but they're still on 9 points. Right, we
Yeah.
just gotta keep up pace with them. So gotta keep winning, right?
Fairs, fairs. Let me ask you this question. I don't agree with this. I'm just asking you the question. I've seen people saying Pep Guardiola is washed. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he's gonna bounce back from the well he's go I feel like he is going through a rough patch for the past 12 months, but I personally believe he's gonna bounce back from it. What do you think on that personally, as a Man City fan?
Look, I think Pep always bounces back. Whether I think Pep always bounces back. You know, whether it's what's his name? Obviously losing the 5 games in a row. Obviously, people are calling him washed, but I think he always found a new. He always find new tactics. Integrating the team. All that. I don't know like exactly the word for it, but you see what I'm trying to say in a
Yeah,
way.
he's resilient. He's
Yeah.
resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Fairs. So let's talk about the game tomorrow because that's why we're here. What are your thoughts on
Mm.
the game, Amin? Do you think you're gonna win tomorrow? Do you think you'll get a draw? Are you fearing Napoli, or do you think it's gonna be an easy game? How do you feel about the game?
I don't think it's gonna be easy. I'll be real. I do think we could probably win. I'd say it's gonna be about one, maybe like a 1-0 or 2-1. I think Napoli will score. I'll say 2-1. That's my
Okay.
prediction.
Okay.
But look, this game can go really either way. Napoli could win, right? It could easily be a draw as well. It's kind of hard to predict it right now, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alert. What do you think about the game? Do you think Napoli can win this game? Or are you excited about the game? How do you feel?
I can't lie. I really want to win this game. I really
I
want to
feel
win this
I
game.
feel you, bro. I feel you.
Especially for like an English Italian, you want to shut up some City fans that you know.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I'll take a point because Etihad is not hard to go
Oh yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
go to.
Yeah.
Even if they've lost 2 out of the 4 games that they've played, that's voices, let's say. But they've still done their thing the last five
Yeah. Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Facts. They
I
still have
think
good players.
there you go, and I think they're still a threat, especially in Europe. But I think the game is in the midfield. Whoever wins that midfield battle, and I think Conte is gonna play that 4-1-4-1 that he's been trying, because we play all the full centre mid. So we play McTominay, we play Anguissa, we play Lobotka, and we play KDB, and we run more than the other teams, and we work harder than the other teams.
That's a world class midfield on paper,
And
bro. I'll be real. That's a world class midfield on paper.
Very good midfield.
if we do that right, then I think Conte he's not dumb. He let's say I think Conte's best thing about him is he sees weak points and he uses that to his
Yeah,
to
yeah,
his
I agree.
advantage.
He's a great problem solver. He's always been, in my opinion.
I think so, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think the fact that they got 2 injured fullbacks, the fact that I thought even in the Manchester derby, even though they looked really good, I don't think Rodri and Reinders in that same midfield line really worked. I
Okay.
saw a lot of cutting passes through with Manchester United, even though they lack that quality in the final third. I think there's some opening spaces for Napoli.
Okay, fair enough. Now, one last question before we get into the starting 11, because like we said, we want to keep these videos short. This isn't gonna be like the same format as the podcast. It's gonna be like 20 to 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in. And alert, I can ask this question for both of you guys. Kevin De Bruyne is probably the main name everybody's gonna be looking at tomorrow. He's going back to the Etihad, going back to probably the biggest club of his career. How do you feel about that? Do you think he'll rise up to the opportunity, or do you think he'll shrink? Let's go alert first.
I think KDB is KDB. I don't think I've seen people say, "Oh, is he gonna play with a little bit less enthusiasm because it's against his ex team?" Listen, I saw that presentation. I saw when he came to Napoli and he said he wants to win. All right, and KDB is a winner. He's a professional, and
Yeah.
so I think it's a return, but he wants to win the game for Napoli. He don't want to. I don't
So
think
so
there's gonna be too much
you're
stress
expecting a
around the
big
game.
game. You're expecting a big game from KDB.
Yeah, because as
Okay.
as a big for the fans, but for the club as well. Even though he's 34, people call him Wash. That's KDB, and for
Yeah,
Napoli, signing a player like KDB is it's not a casual thing, you know.
I agree. I think what would you say he's your biggest signing since Diego?
Yeah, he's up there. He's definitely
Okay.
up there. I think that Higuain signing was
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
true.
a Real Madrid player starter at that time because Karim
Yeah.
Benzema wasn't starting. So I think
No,
that's
no, people forget how good Higuain was at Madrid, to be honest. Yeah. Amin, what do you think about your
Um,
probably what Man City? Would you say Man City's biggest legend?
yeah, for probably Man City's biggest legend ever. I
So
mean,
your greatest ever player coming to play against you. He just left. How do you feel about that? Do you think he'll have a big game, or you've seen KDB for the past couple of seasons? Do you think he's not the same player he used to be? What are your thoughts on KDB's performance tomorrow?
well, I think he described it perfectly. He always turns up in the big occasions in the Champions League, whether it's a knockout stage, whether it's groups, whether it's on like you see him versus Real Madrid, Bayern, etc., etc. I think regardless, even if it's an ex team, right, he'll play to his 100%, right? Like
Fairs.
let's say he's not gonna be like enthusiastic, less enthusiastic because he's playing against the ex team. He'll turn up, he'll play, right?
Okay. Okay, I like that. So that concludes our little question segment, our little interview segment. Let's get into the main event. Like we described, we're gonna do Napoli Man City all-time starting 11. So what are you? We're gonna do a 4-3-3. We decided before we started filming. We're gonna play with a
Hmm.
6, a 8, and a 10. Three attackers, four center backs, a
Hey, I'm
keeper.
gonna struggle
So
to get some plays in.
all right. So let's start with the keeper. Who's going in goal? Who would you put
Let me
forward for
see.
Napoli alert?
Uh,
Who would you put forward? Let's go one by one.
I've got a name. I've got a name. I've got Peperina.
Peperena. Okay.
okay.
Very underrated goalkeeper. I'm not gonna laugh. I feel like a lot of people would laugh at that, but he was a good goalkeeper in his prime, in my
He was a
opinion. He
good
was a good
goalkeeper. I
goalkeeper. Yeah.
agree.
I mean, he'll
I'm
be for that top three for Liverpool's all-time 11 as well. He'll be up there because he was very
yeah.
good at Liverpool as well.
Yeah, he was good at Liverpool, true. I mean, who would you put forward for Man City?
I'd probably go with Joe Hart. To be honest, it was him
Joe
or
Hart.
Edison. I'm leaning towards Joe Hart. He was a better shot stopper in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, if we're
So
conversating Joe Hart and Peperina, I think I'm there.
do you
You
I
think
think
think?
I'm
okay,
there.
alert, you think Peperena ranks over Joe Hart. What are your thoughts on that, I mean?
Look, like I said, Pepperino was a great keeper. I don't know much about him, especially at the Napoli, so like I can't really speak on it. Not too much, of course. I only saw him at Liverpool, didn't really see him much at Napoli.
Okay. So but you think Joe Hart is the better keeper. You don't want to speak about Joe Hart?
Look, Joe Hart, I think he's been one of the most underrated like Prem goalkeepers in like recent memory. I think he's up there for the most like Golden Gloves in Premier League history. He's an amazing shot stopper. He's not always the best with his feet, but look, he'll always bail you out, whether it's a penalty, whether it's a last minute save. He always got it. I think he's one of the best shot stoppers in Premier League history, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Okay. Can you remind me again what Joe Hart accomplished at Man City trophies wise? How many league titles did he win? Is it
Trophies
two?
wise, league titles. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's two. He left when Pep came, so yes,
Okay.
two.
And Peperina, what did he accomplish at Napoli alert?
Napoli, not much. He won a Coppa Italia.
Coppa Italia? Okay.
Yeah, but in terms of the legacy of the keeper, I'm saying,
Yeah, it's
we're
not
obviously,
much.
yeah. I don't.
Okay. Okay. So I think I'm gonna mediate this. I think Joe Hart, personally. I think Joe Hart
That's fair.
edges it.
That's
But
fair.
I do think it's close though. But I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I think you should have went Ederson. I think Ederson would have made this
I
team.
think Edison would have
Yeah,
wiped him out the
yeah,
floor
yeah, yeah.
early.
I
You
think
think
Ederson
so?
would have made this team. Yeah, personally, I think Ederson's very underrated.
I swear.
I think people tend to compare him to Allison, and then they look
Yeah,
at Allison how much better he is, and then they bring him
Yeah.
down for it. But I don't think he's a bad player by any means. So I'm gonna write this down. I'll put Joe Hart in goal. All
I
right.
actually think the thing
So
with Edison is that like the last couple of seasons he hasn't really he hasn't been at his best. You get what I mean? Been falling
yeah,
off quite a
okay.
bit.
I hear it. I hear it. I mean, you're the
Yeah,
Man City fan. You're the expert.
yeah.
So let's go to right back. We decided Joe Hart as the keeper. So Alert, who are you putting forward as a right back?
I'm putting up Giovanni Di Lorenzo.
Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Okay.
Mhm.
Amin, who are you putting up? I'm assuming Kyle Walker.
Yeah, Kyle Walker.
Okay, fair enough. So, alert, defend your case for Di Lorenzo. Why do you think Di Lorenzo could make this team over Kyle Walker?
I think in terms of player, I'll be real. I think Kyle Walker is better. I think he's one of the best right backs that we've seen along the last 10 to 20 years.
Okay.
However, I think when you take Napoli players and Man City players, because of the club and the history of both clubs, I think you go to then scan the legacy. And I think what Di Lorenzo done, captaining Napoli to two Scudettos, winning obviously the Euros while he was a Napoli player, winning the Super Coppa, and I think he won a Coppa Italia in that time period as well. I
Okay.
think it speaks for itself as well.
Yeah, the captain, he's the captain of the team, so he has a huge legacy at the club. Because how
Yeah,
many how many Scudettos do guys have in total? You remind me.
four. We have four,
So
and
he's
he's captain
he's the
three of them.
captain for half of your yeah. It means a lot in my opinion. So Amin, defend your case for Kyle Walker.
Right. I think Kyle Walker obviously said he's a better player, but also when you look at legacy, obviously he's accomplished a lot more. But I think he captained us to a Premier League in 2024. Right. When you look at as a player wise, he's locked up some of the biggest wingers in the world. Champions League nights, he's done it there, which is why I think he edges it because he's done it in like the bigger European competitions against like Vinicius, um, what's his name, Luis Diaz, right, Coman, etc., etc.
Okay.
Although I hear the Di
So
Lorenzo shout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Kyle Walker is the better player, but I'm gonna edge it to Di Lorenzo because I think in terms of legacy, Diego Maradona won Napoli two Scudettos, and Di Lorenzo has captained Napoli to two Scudettos. I feel like
Hmm.
that means a lot. I feel like that means a lot, and especially to Napoli fans, that would probably mean a lot. So but I do think Kyle Walker is the better player. I feel like everybody on the panel has addressed that, but we
Yeah.
are factoring in legacy a lot when it comes to this 11. So we're gonna go Di Lorenzo.
Okay, okay.
I already know some people clicked off the video, but it is what it is. All right, center backs. I mean, who would you put forward for your two center backs?
For Man City, right? For
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'll go Company and probably Ruben Diaz.
Company. You believe
What's
Ruben Diaz has a bigger legacy than John Stones at Manchester City, for example?
I think so, yes.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Alert. Who would you put forward?
I'm gonna say Fabio Cannavaro, and I'm gonna say let's go with Kim and Jay.
Okay. I think this is pretty easy. I think kind of our company, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, kind of
I
To be
mean, okay, I mean, you're good with that?
yeah,
Kind of our company?
yeah,
to be fair,
yeah. I
Cannavaro
think
didn't
that's good. Yeah,
accomplish amazing things at Napoli. I just put him in because he was a homegrown player, Neapolitan himself, and
Yeah.
obviously he went on to do big things at other clubs. I think that's a big name.
He's a Ballon d'Or winner, bro.
yeah.
Can't get bigger than that.
You could have a shout of Laurent Blanc as well. He played for Napoli. Laurent Blanc had played for Napoli as well.
Did he?
It did. I wasn't. I didn't know that. I knew he played at United, and I
I
knew he
didn't
played
even
in
know.
France. I didn't know he played
Yeah,
for Napoli. Fair
I only
enough.
know that.
So left back alert. Who would you put forward for Napoli?
Left back is a long day. I can't lie.
It's not a strong
Left
position. Okay, okay.
left back
Yeah,
is
I'll be
long day.
real.
To be
Let's
fair,
just go with
it's not a strong position for City too, in my opinion.
Yeah,
let's go with the Algerian. Let's go with the Algerian better than Mahrez. Fauzi Gulam. What a player. Woo.
Okay, fairs. I'm in. Who would you put forward for Man City?
okay,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Who would you put forward as a left back for Man City?
I'll go João Cancelo probably.
Okay. I think Cancelo makes this team. I think Cancelo should make
Yeah,
the team.
Yeah.
for sure,
Personally,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I don't think we should
Yeah.
stay on that. John Cancelo. So far, we have Joe Hart, Di Lorenzo, Cannavaro, Company, and Cancelo. So it's pretty balanced, in my
João
opinion.
Cancelo.
Let's go
Pretty sure.
number 6, DM, big position. Alert, who would you put forward?
I was even thinking, it's out of a couple. There is a couple. There's Jorginho. There's a couple from the 80s when we won with Maradona. But I'm actually
Okay.
gonna say Lobotka. I'm actually gonna say Lobotka.
Labaka. I agree. I agree. That's who I thought you were gonna say. Okay. So I'm in. I think I know who you're gonna put forward, but you can say it if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm putting Rodri up.
Fair. Alert. Make a case for
Rodri.
Labutka. He's a good player. You could go ahead and make a case for Labutka if you want to.
Nah, Lobotka. Rodri against Lobotka. What's this matchup, man?
We'll go Rodri. We'll go Rodri. But hey,
Let's just leave it with
I don't think
Rodri.
Labutka is anything to laugh at in my opinion. He's a good player.
No. He's a baller. He's a baller. He's
Yeah,
very good.
exactly.
Very good player.
In terms of Rodriguez nowadays in football, there's not many like him. Cesc
I agree.
Fabregas,
He is a very different profile, very rare profile in Europe
yeah,
today.
and Cesc Fabregas, just before we get into the other midfielders, Cesc Fabregas literally said when we played Como last season, I would love to play with 11 Lobotkas on a pitch because there's not many players like him in terms of
He's
ball
very
placement.
versatile. Yeah, he's very versatile. Yeah. So I think honestly, it's only because Rodri is what probably top 5 DMs ever at this point. Like it's
Yeah.
very like you're put against the very best. But I think Lobotka would make a lot of teams. A lot of
If he
teams.
said Fernandinho, then it could be a talk. It could be a
Yeah,
conversation.
no, it could be a conversation for sure. Let's
Definitely.
go number 8. Who would you put forward? Amin. Let's go with Amin first.
Oh, yeah, Torre has to be.
Ooh. Who would you put
Okay.
forward? Alert. Who would you put forward?
As my 8, yeah,
Yeah.
Marek Hamsik.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Hamsik.
That's a
Good
shout.
shout.
That's a shout. That's a
Good
shout.
shout.
That's a shout. I mean, I thought you were gonna go someone different, but you're playing the game fair. I like it. You're playing the game fair. I like it.
Who do you think I was
Um,
gonna go for?
I thought you were gonna. We'll keep it for later because I think you're gonna put him in the next position. We'll keep it for later.
We'll put him in the
Um,
10. We'll put him in the 10.
yeah. So we said Hamzik and Yaya Toure. Do you want to make a case for Hamzik? Hamzik was a great
Nah,
footballer at Napoli.
I'll make a case for Hampton for sure.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure. Yeah.
I think he's in a let's say small club compared to Man City, small club.
Yeah.
He's one of our treasures. He's one of our flags. Do you understand? Marek Hamsik is still in the stands today. He's very important to the club.
Yeah.
He was part of our first ever Champions League game against City. Actually, our first ever Champions League game was against City, and he started. He was captain for many years at Napoli. Scored many goals. Part of very very good front throws, front threes. Lavezzi, Cavani, Hamsik, Lavezzi, Callejon. Insigne, Callejon, Higuain, Hamsik. That was dangerous. That scored a lot of goals. I think in terms of player, he's very, very good. Very, very good.
I agree.
Obviously,
I agree.
he didn't manage to win a lot with Napoli, but
Yeah, I think, bro, growing up, I had a mohawk because of Hamsik and Balotelli, bro. Literally, I
I
used to
swear
love
that
Hamsik, bro. I
everyone
used
in
to love
Naples was
Hamsik,
rocking the Mohawks.
bro.
Everyone
I
in
used
it.
to, I used to buy him in career mode all the time, bro. I used to love Hamsik. Admin, make your case for Yaya too, real quick.
Oh, Yaya Toure he's a box to box engine. He's one of the best box to box we've seen in Premier League history. He'll do everything. He can defend, he can shoot, he can pass. Right, he has one of the highest peaks for any midfielder in Premier League. That 13-14 season where he scored 20 goals, also got 9 assists. A lot of
Insane
those goals
season.
actually from set pieces as well, from free kicks. And I
Yeah,
think
I
from
think he
that
scored
period,
like what 7 free kicks in that one
yeah,
season.
it's crazy, man.
Insane, insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
What a
think that
player.
period
So
from the
yeah, I think it's close, but I think Yaya Toure edges it, man. I think Yaya Toure edges it. I think he's the
Players
better
all
player.
up.
Yeah, Yaya Toure is
I,
different
I
gravy,
know
bro.
I know this next position is a guarantee for me. I don't get.
No, that's why I thought Admin was gonna put. Okay, so Admin, who are you putting forward for the number 10 position?
De Bruyne, but I mean, there's no chance
Okay,
against
Larry,
against.
and you're putting Diego.
Dios. Dios.
Okay,
Yeah, Diego
okay,
Maradona.
fairs,
Yeah,
fairs, fairs. I mean, that's why I thought you were gonna put KDB in the 8 because he has played there for Man City, but
he
I
has.
I, I, re- I
But
respect it. You still got a Man City player in there, but
yeah,
I don't think we need to debate this. There's a reason. Let me
I
switch it
mean,
real quick. I have
Listen,
Diego. I have Diego as part of the backgrounds, bro. There's a
I
reason.
like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. Listen, in
fair.
terms in
So
terms
we'll
of
go
in
Maradona.
terms of all time Maradona will always be up there. However, De Bruyne as one of the best tens of all time. He's getting in that conversation slowly but
Oh
surely.
no, yeah. I think any other player in the same position, it would have been a debate, honestly. Except for
Yeah,
maybe Zidane, and like if you want to go through
yeah,
his story, Pele. But Kevin De Bruyne is up there with the best, in my opinion. Best of the best.
100%.
And
But
he
yeah.
is a Napoli slash Man City player, so you know what I'm saying? He'll probably make the thumbnail. Let's go left wing. I feel like this will be a good debate. So I mean,
good
who will
one.
you put forward? Who will you put forward for left wing?
I'll be putting Raheem Sterling.
Bears and alert, who are you putting forward?
Oh, it's out of three. I will say Insigne.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were when you were debating Cavara.
There was Cavara, there was Lavezzi.
Yeah, Lavetz was a baller. Lavetz. But I think Insigne, in terms of longevity at the club, he trumps everything, right?
But
Yeah, yeah,
obviously,
fair.
Kvaratskhelia, pretty much two league titles because he got the medal for the second one as well.
Oh, fairs. I didn't know he got the medal for the second one. Well, he left in January. Oh, yeah, he did leave in
Yeah,
January
he left
last
in
season. Yeah,
January. So yeah.
yeah. So I'm in. Make your case for Raheem Sterling, and then Alert can make his case for Insigne because I think this is very close.
I agree, but Sterling, I think the people, what's the word, people would like a clown on him because of his time at Chelsea also, but that period at Manchester City, I think he didn't really get the appreciation he deserves. He has
Okay.
the second most goals under Pep Guardiola.
Always been a baller.
2019, 2019, pretty much second most goal contributions under behind Messi, right? It's not any run play. It's Lionel Messi,
Yeah, yeah.
the best player of all time, right?
Facts.
He has a PFA player of the year. He's a young PFA player of the year, right? I think from that period he joined from Man City all the way into like 2020, he was one of my best players, constantly getting 15, 20 goals in the league. That partnership with him Sane, Aguero, one of the best front threes ever in Premier League.
Okay. Alert. Go ahead, make your case for Insigne.
So he brought up stats. Let's do the stat thing.
Okay.
Insigne alongside Callejon and Mertens, okay, they scored the most goals in Europe. I think it was 16, 17. That front three got more goals than MSN and Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I think I think
That's
also captain the club as well. Another homegrown talent. So he's
Won
gonna
the
perform.
Euros. Yeah.
But yeah, born in Naples. I think technical ability. I don't think Sterling and Insigne are far off any sort of way. I think he almost went viral. Yeah, because his shots always curved. That's his sort of trademark
Yeah.
shot. Tira Giro. That's what we call it in Italy. I think. Listen, as a player, I think he was a baller. He could have won a little bit more. Again, that
Yeah.
that Napoli side at its best got very unlucky. We won't get into
Okay.
that, but Juventus robbing us. But you know, he still done his part.
Okay. So I'm gonna make the decision. This one's tough because I feel like if you look at it on paper, Sterling will win. But in terms of legacy, man, I feel like Insigne might
I
be a
think
bigger
Insigne is the better
Napoli
player, though.
legend. Yeah, I think no. I think on paper, like achievements wise and numbers
Yeah,
wise, Sterling will win. But I do think on the eye, Insigne is the better player. But slightly, he's slightly the better player because Sterling is still. I rate Sterling. I don't want to say
baller.
that and sound like a Sterling hater. Sterling was very good in his prime. Very good.
Yeah.
I don't want. I
100%.
want to. Yeah, he was very good. But I do think Insigne is probably a bigger Napoli legend than Sterling is a Man City legend. I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't necessarily disagree. I think it's because we have many great players that have played for Manchester City as well. They overcloud Sterling. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Like De Bruyne, Aguero, David Silva, etc. They all
Yeah.
overshadow Sterling in a way. But yeah, if Insigne can make it if you want, I don't really mind it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll put Insigne in. So then let's move on to the number 9. Who would you put forward, Amin?
I think it's only one man, Aguero.
Only one man. Holland doesn't stand a chance in this debate
I
in your
think
head.
legacy wise, no, I don't think he's close
Okay.
to Aguero legacy wise yet.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay. Alert, who would you
I
put
would
forward
put
for Napoli?
I would put Aguero in that lineup as well. Cause I love Aguero. I'm gonna
Okay.
say. Ooh, I'm still gonna say Higuain.
Higuain. I agree. I think peak. If it was peak for peak only, this could be a big debate. But
Yeah,
in terms of like longevity, what they accomplish,
Aguero takes it. However,
consistency, I'll go Aguero.
until
Aguero,
someone knocks off Higuain's record, 36 goals in the Serie A, the most
Most
defensive,
goals, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
then
he was outrageous, man. He was outrageous. Even at Juve after, he wasn't as good, but he was still good, bro. Like
he's still
I feel
playing.
like Higuain is very underrated. I feel like his international career, the 2014 World Cup killed his legacy, man. It killed his
Listen,
legacy.
I still have so much hatred for him because he went to
Yeah,
Juventus, obviously betrayed
yeah.
us. But come on, you can't exclude the
As a
player
player,
for
I agree.
a
I
baller.
agree. So we
I feel,
did
I
go
feel like
Aguero.
I feel like he could
Oh,
have
go
gone
ahead, Amin.
Cavani. Didn't Cavani have like a good couple years at Napoli? Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cavani was good as well. Cavani's more probably our club favorite, but in terms of a
Club
player
Yeah,
favorite.
and what he's done,
yeah.
I think Higuain's
I
a
think
legend.
Cavani and Erling Haaland are huge honorable mentions over him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huge honorable mention. To last position on the field, right wing. Who would you put forward, Amin?
think I think I'll be going Riyad Mahrez.
Ferris, Riyad Mahrez, baller, won the league at Leicester. Who would you put forward, Alert?
On the right hand side, I'm just gonna say you guys don't know him. Let's take it back to Maradona side. Let's go Bruno Giordano.
Okay.
I'm not familiar, but I don't
Yeah.
want to disrespect. What can you speak about him? What he accomplished at Napoli?
So he won 2 league titles. He was part of that side with
Yeah.
Maradona.
Hmm.
They had the front three. It was Maradona. It was Careca, a
Yeah,
Brazilian
I know
striker,
Correca. I know Correca.
Yeah,
My dad's
and
a
Giordano,
Correca.
and that would
Correct.
that
I've
that
heard of.
that front three formed the Magica. So Maradona, MA, Giordano, GI,
Oh, okay, okay.
and Careca, CA. They won
Oh,
two league titles.
he was Italian.
Yeah. Bruno Giordano,
Okay.
Italian.
Okay.
He was very good. He was getting into international caps that times as well. He was getting international
Yeah,
caps at that
and
time as
Italy were
well.
very good back then. Italy were very
Italy
good
were
back
very
then.
good.
Yeah.
He won a lot for Napoli as well. He won the Europa League for Napoli,
Yeah.
which many don't remember. He won the UEFA Cup. So and then he won, I think, a Coppa Italia in that time as well.
Okay. First, Riyad Mahrez, can you make a case for him, Amin?
Yeah, I think he's one of the best swingers the Premier League has ever seen. One of the best dribblers, right? He was amazing under Pep Guardiola, specifically in the Champions League as well. Knockout stage against Paris Saint-Germain, specifically Dortmund as well. In the Premier League, what he did with Leicester, obviously it's not with Man City, but you always have to mention what he did with Leicester, getting them to a league title alongside Vardy. That's the thing. I haven't really heard much about the other guy for Napoli, so I was gonna pick Mars for that.
Okay. First, I mean, I don't want to be fake. I don't know about Jordan. That's his name.
Giordano. Yeah. To be
Jordana.
fair, I
Yeah.
was lost.
Jordan.
I was lost for names. I could have said
Yeah,
Calemani,
yeah.
but I said
So I think Riyad Mahrez, man, personally, as a foot pro, Riyad Mahrez is one of the best wingers I've ever watched play football. Like on the eye test, even beyond the eye test, he got numbers, big goals in big moments. I remember I was supporting Neymar in that Man City PSG semifinal. That free kick he scored broke my heart. So yeah, I think we'll go Riyad Mahrez. But to finish it off, let's go manager. So alert, who would you put forward for the manager for Napoli?
let's go with Spalletti. I'm not gonna say Conte. Let's go with Spalletti.
Okay,
Actually, wait.
Spalletti.
Are we judging the managers their legacy as before the club as well, or are they done
No,
for the club?
just at the club. Just at the club.
Then
Okay.
Spalletti.
Okay. Amin, who would you put forward for Man City? I'm
Um,
assuming Pep.
yeah, Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, I think Pep makes this team. I think Pep makes this team.
Pep,
Yeah.
Pep,
But
Pep would work wonders with that 11 as well. To be fair.
oh yeah. So to conclude the team, we have Joe Hart in goal, Di Lorenzo at right back, Cannavaro, Company, Cancelo. In the midfield, we have Rodri, Yaya Toure, Maradona. And the front three is Insigne, Mahrez, and Aguero. So I think that's a fair team, man. I think Alert did a good job to debate his players. I think he
I
got a good
snuck
amount
up
of
a
players
point.
in.
I told you. I told you.
I
I
feel like
snuck up a point.
a lot of people would have expected less players clicking on this video, so I respect it. Um, thank you guys for hopping on the puck. Wait, right before, let's get a score prediction for tomorrow. Alert, what do you think the score is gonna be?
Again, I said I'll take a point, but let me do the bias thing. I think it's gonna be 2-1. If everything
Two
goes well, 2-1
two
Napoli.
one Napoli. And Amin, Man City fan, from your perspective,
Yeah,
well, give me a
it's
score
the same
prediction.
score line, but the other way around. I think 2-1
Other
goes to
way around.
City.
Okay. 2-1
Yeah,
each. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like it's gonna be a close game, man. I feel like Napoli could win this game, but of course it's Man City. Man City are probably the favorites on paper. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch this game. Again, alert, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for hopping on the
Thank you,
podcast.
bro.
Hopefully
Thank
it's the first of many episodes.
you.
Hopefully you
Yeah.
guys come back on the future. And yeah, that's
I
it.
still got a yap
Like
about McTominay on these episodes. I
I
still got to
saw
talk
you
about
made a
McTominay.
video saying McTominay over Lampard. I do want to ask you that in the future, so I'll definitely have you back on the pod. But thank you guys for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Follow Into End Podcast, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We're gonna post clips. I know I've been liking on the clips, but we're gonna lock in. And yeah, see you guys next week.